Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. It's a very beautiful sunny day outside here in the UK today, but it's very, very cold. Had to de-ice my car to go out this morning. The first day this year that I've had to de-ice the car. So probably a lot more of those mornings to come, but it's a beautiful blue sky, bright sunshine. So that makes up for it. Anyway, this is our project today. I brought you this on my blog a few days ago. It was for a blog hop. I'm trying to think, was it a tic-tac-toe? It might have been a tic-tac-toe actually. I'm trying to think what the tic-tac-toe was it can't remember, sorry. No, I can't. I've gone completely blank, can't remember what I made it for. Anyway, it's quite a sweet little card, very easy to make, very easy to churn these out as Christmas cards. So let's have a go at making. I'm going to change the colour as I normally do. I'm going to do fresh freesia today. I really like move my camera, sorry. Let's just knocked my stand as I was trying to get the cardstock out. Sorry, there we go. I like this fresh freesia colour for Christmas cards. I've been liking it. Right, I'm going to cut a piece of A4 cardstock down to 12.5. It's going to make our square card. So 12.5 first of all. And then we're going to score at 12.5 this way. And we're going to fold. There are different ways of doing this. You could, of course, cut it to 25 centimetres and then score it, but I'm doing it this way. And then you can take this back in here, line up your edge like so, and then cut, and you've got a nice 12.5 centimetre card base there. So that's our card base. And then we are going to cut piece of Whisper White to 12 centimetres square. We need two of these, one for the inside, one for the front. So this is the norm. This is not Whisper White. Did I say Whisper White? I can't stop saying that. It's Basic White. Sadly, the factory that made our Whisper White cardstock went out of business. So we now have Basic White. It's more or less the same quality code. It's the same quality, very, very slightly different white, but actually not so much that you'd notice it. And it's still fabulous quality, of course, and really smooth and really lovely for stamping on, which is what you want. Right, there we go. So we've got our two pieces of cardstock. And what we're going to do first of all is we're going to take one of these pieces of cardstock. Oh, I know. Oh, no, we need to do that in a minute. One of these pieces of cardstock, and we're going to cut our hole in it first of all. So I've got my circle dies, and I've got the snowflake die that I'm going to use. So I need to use this to decide which size die it is that I need. So is it that one? No, that one's a bit bigger. So it might be this one. Yeah, so it fits very snugly inside that one. So I am going to mark halfway across my piece of card here so that I know that my circle is reasonably well centered. So it's going to go about there, and I'm going to take a little bit of washi tape, put that on there, and then that should be fairly central. So I'm going to take my die cutting machine. So I'm just going to move my grid paper out of the way. Bring my die cutter in, using my big one today. Don't know what I've done. I've got some stains. Can you see I've got some brown stains on this? I've got no idea what they are. Been trying to get them off. I haven't managed to get them off yet. To try a few more. Oh, I must be a plate missing. That's not going through. I've got the little white plate, number 2, missing. There we are. You need 1, 2 and 2 3s to do die cutting. That will work better. Yes, that's got it. So that goes in there. And then once I've done that, I'm then going to put it through the Tasteful Textures. Tasteful Texture. Oh, that's torn my cardstock. That's not good. That's why I tried to take the sticky off the washi tape. I obviously didn't do it well enough for this one. It's just tearing the cardstock a little bit, which is a shame. Hoping once I emboss it, it won't show up too much. Oh, that's really annoying. But anyway, let's carry on. Right, now this is going to overlap our embossing folder. So you're going to have two little blank edges. So you need to line it up so that you've got an equal border down each side. I don't mind that plain border, but you do just need to make sure. Now we need a different sandwich because this is a 3D embossing folder, which it tells you here you just need the big pad 1 and you need plate 4. So I'll grab my plate 4, just put that through. And then just before I put my embossing machine away, my die cutting machine away. Oh, that's it. That's really hidden where that cardstock tore, so that's great. So that's good. And I'm just going to take a piece of cardstock and cut out. So I want to go back to die cutting plates. Cut out my snowflake. If I can find it now. Oh, there it is. Trying to get away. These stitch snowflakes are really lovely. I've already got the snowflake wishes, as you'll see in a minute, because I'm going to use that for the one inside. But I love these. I was humming and hawing whether I needed the stitch snowflakes as well as the snowflake wishes. But I'm so glad I bought them because they're very different actually, and they're nice. I'm really enjoying using them. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to take my take your pick tool. Now, for some reason, and I won't tell you who's been really stupid, but guess who it was. I've ended up with 2 take your pick tools. So I'm going to be offering on my blog or social media or somewhere very soon, possibly even on my newsletter, for somebody to win my replacement take your pick tool. So if you'd like to be in with a chance to win one, just keep an eye on all my channels. And I'll be posting that on there sometime soon. Right, got my card blank. This cardstock has a sort of a mottledy look on one side, so I quite like the plain look, so I'm turning it to there. I don't know that you can see that on camera. It's just slightly mottledy, and the other side isn't. You might like that different texture actually. Right, so this is going to go on here. Nice and centered. So a little bit of Tombow. One day I need to sit down and count how many Christmas cards I've made this year and whether I've got enough to send or whether I need to have a session sitting down and making a few more. I've made quite a lot, but I'm not sure I've made quite enough yet. So we'll need to have a little bit of a session. There we go. So luckily the Tombow will give us a little bit of wiggle room if we don't get it quite in position to start with. That's the advantage of using liquid glue, wet glue. There we are. And then we're going to put our snowflake in the circle and it will fit exactly. This is such a pretty colour, isn't it, this fresh freesia? Right, okay. So a little bit of Tombow. And I'm going to spread it out with a cocktail stick just to make sure I've got a little bit of glue on all the little branches of the snowflakes. Like so. And there we go. There. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay. And then I'm going to do the greeting. The greeting is from a different stamp set. You actually use three. Well, I've used 2 stamp sets and a different die set today. I'm going to show. I've used the stitch snowflakes. I'm now going to use the Merry Christmas from Snowman Season. Haven't really used this set very much this year, but it is a nice set, and I'm glad I've got it. I'm glad it's still in the catalogue. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to use this is a D block. Yeah, Okay, and I'm going to stamp, I'm not going to stamp it straight onto the card because I've embossed this so it won't stamp very well. So I'm going to find my fresh freesia and I am going to stamp this onto a piece of cardstock and cut it out. There we are, beautiful. And of course I know without even bothering to worry about it that that will coordinate perfectly with the colour scheme that I'm using on my card. And so we're just going to go round here, leaving a little border, but not being too precise, just doing a sort of a rough outline. I really like this effect. I've seen a lot of people doing this around sentiments just recently. Very easy to do. If you can see, I'm moving the card rather than my scissors, which makes it easier to stay in control. Of course, you don't have to do this. If you didn't want to do this, you could just cut it out straight with a trimmer. Don't have to do this at all. So if you don't like fussy cutting, or you're not very good at it, it's not not everybody's cup of tea. I don't mind it, but I know a lot of people don't enjoy it. So there we go. And that is just going to go down here. Oh, I'm loving this. Just trying to decide who I'm going to send this card to. It's going to be one of my favourites, I think. So a little bit of Tombow. This is getting quite empty, this Tombow, actually. I need to open a new one. There we go. And pop that down here. Now where the washi tape tore, it is just coming adrift a little bit. So I'm just going to pop a tiny little bit of glue behind that and then just push it down. There you go, disappeared. Excellent. Right, and then the last thing the last thing for the front is we need to add some gems. So now I dug out my in colour gems because this is an in colour, Fresh Freesia is an in colour. Sadly, I've only got the little ones left, so I'm going to use, last time I used, where is it? I used big, the blue gems and small rhinestones. This time I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to use big rhinestones and then the tiny little purple. So, I don't know if you've seen me using this before. This is a recent purchase for me, this Take Your Pick tool. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant at picking up gems. So you can just pick up a gem with the putty tip. I never realised it was going to be so easy. Right, because I've got that bit of where it's coming adrift, I'm just going to stick that over there actually. Right, and then I'll do one over here. And I'll do one. These are the largest rhinestones that I'm using here. And then I'm going to use some of the smallest Fresh Freesia ones. So we'll do one here. I always find it quite hard to do things randomly. I don't know about you. I'm going to do another one there. We're going to have, I think we're going to have 7. So I quite like odd numbers. I only use 6 on the other one. And then one more. Where do you think there? There we go. That will do. Just, I'm debating whether to add another couple. What do you think? I'm going to leave it like that for the minute. And then I'm going to take one of the, not the biggest, but the next biggest, and put one in the middle of my snowflake. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're just going to do a little something for the centre. I don't think I showed you the middle of my card before. Just a white panel with another little snowflake stamped this time. So I've got another panel that I've cut out ready, that we cut out at the beginning, which is 12 by 12. So that's just going to fit inside. Always lovely to finish off your cards with something inside as well. I think that's a real bonus to making handmade cards, as you can do that. Of course, you could do the envelopes as well. Just put that in there. And then, like I said, I've taken a stamp from the Snowflake Wishes set. This set. And I've just taken that one, which I think is the closest to the one that we've used on the front. I think I just need to clean that off with my chamois. Don't know if I haven't mentioned this on a video recently, but if you purchase a chamois from me through my online shop, I will happily send you a stamp case. These stamp cases are perfect to keep your chamois in, but they come in packs of 4, and of course if you just want one to keep your chamois in, you don't need to purchase 4. So let me know and I will very happily send you a free case if you purchase the chamois through my shop. I've had that offer going on for a long time now, but I don't think I've mentioned it on my videos for a long while. Right, and then I'm just going to stamp this little snowflake down in the corner there, and we are done. So very simple little card for you, very effective. I think that would make really nice. You can make multiples of those to send out this year. I think I might do that actually. I just need to check whether the gems go through the letter post and don't get ruined. Slurp of coffee. Right, that's it from me today. Don't forget, if you want to purchase anything that I've used, they're all linked below. You can just click on the link and go through to my shop. The link to my shop is also there. The link to the blog post about this is also there. So if you just want to see the photos of these without the video, they'll be there. But that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll be back really, really soon. Bye for now.